losing to Ballycasey in the colours of Richie. Of course, they had champagne fever in this race. He won earlier today in Ireland. Petite Zig for Sam Twiston-Davies and Paul Nicholls. That's the favourite. 4 Doesn't Go, 5 Theatre Guide, and 6 Filleule for Barry Geraghty and Nicky Henderson.
Let's have a look at these in the
Our Grade 1 race here this afternoon, the Betfair Ascot Chase. They start with 1 fence to take prior to Swindley Bottom, and the 5 are sent on their way. Theatre Guide, Ballycasey, the Grey and Petite Zig. We're getting good sight of the first, with the exception of All the Success, who's held up just at the tail. As Petite Zig very fast actually over the first there, with Ballycasey and Filleule wider out. The slowest of the quartet up front was Theatre Guide, but he is the fastest away, been chased up for a stride or two to go on and lead. So Theatre Guide is going to cut out the running. Petite Zig in second place, the pink jacket on the grey is Ballycasey, and out wider Filleule in the two-tone green for owners that have had a very successful afternoon so far, with winners at Haydock and here at Ascot, and All the Success held up at the rear of the field. So fan out over fence number 2, and they all take that perfectly okay. So out in front, Theatre Guide leading from Ballycasey, Petite Zig, Filleule and All the Success, big lead by the leader there. And they're all again over safely. So this is the first of the open ditches. It is number 4 of the contest. Theatre Guide leading from Ballycasey. Just really stood off that. Third place for Petite Zig on the inside. Filleule out wider. And All the Success. So Theatre Guide is 3 to 4 lengths clear. Just searched for a stride there. Not so flamboyant over fence number 5, but leads Ballycasey, Petite Zig and Filleule, who's just covering a little bit of extra ground, 3 wide into the turn. All the Success is at the rear of the field. So they turn into the home straight. Theatre Guide out in front, leading Ballycasey, who holds a whole host of Cheltenham entries at all distances. Petite Zig, who has the full complement of novice entries and bidding to make it a good day for the novices here. Cowes d'Estrée novice winning the handicap earlier on. Filleule and All the Success at the rear of the field. So Theatre Guide established an advantage of about 3 lengths over the field. The other quartet remaining both well grouped, and all of them travelling well within themselves as Theatre Guide leads them over the next. Ballycasey joined by Filleule, who saw a good stride there. Petite Zig, who's jumping so far, has really stood the test. You wouldn't have picked him out as the novice against some experienced chasers so far. All the Success in the red and green, last of the 5. Circuit to travel. Theatre Guide continuing to lead. Establishes 3-length advantage after jumping the first and has maintained it. Ballycasey there for Ruby Walsh in second place on the outside of Petite Zig. Filleule, the second of the greys. All the Success at the rear of the field. So now they point their noses downhill and head towards the first of the quartet offences on the side of the racecourse. 10 to take in all. Theatre Guide, Ballycasey, Petite Zig, Filleule, All the Success, a slightly slower leap, but really nothing too major at all as they come down towards the next, and still no change in the play. Oh, Petite Zig got that wrong and he's gone! Petite Zig, who'd been faultless to that point, he gallops away. Sam Twiston-Davies tries to catch him. Both horse and jockey on their feet. Well, novice found out, but to that point he jumped perfectly okay. Just couldn't find a leg when he got in tight. Theatre Guide leads Ballycasey, Filleule and All the Success, who jumps up there. Complexion of that race changed by the exit of Petite Zig. Theatre Guide has now come back to the field. All the Success, Ballycasey, Filleule, we're just about 4 in line as they take the last one. All the Success was pitched on his nose there. So they turn with 6 to take at Swindley Bottom. Just to confirm, Petite Zig's galloping away perfectly okay. And Sam Twiston-Davies likewise. Theatre Guide leads by 3. Ballycasey second. All the Success and Filleule. 3rd and 4th place, but plenty close enough here as Theatre Guide leads them towards 6 from the finish. So this Betfair Ascot Chase in the melting pot here. Ballycasey and Filleule, the greys away to the right of the leader. All the Success still held on to as they take the first, climbing up from Swindley Bottom. Theatre Guide, Ballycasey still lobbing along. Filleule, All the Success now putting his head in the fray as well. So very much everything with every chance here. Ballycasey just into the bottom of it. All the Success, having been last, is possibly just the leader here. And the charge is on then towards 4 from the finish. All the Success set alight, leads from Theatre Guide. Ballycasey is second mistake, and Filleule just shaken up as well. So All the Success leads towards 3 out with Theatre Guide. Filleule and Ballycasey, who's the one who's jumping didn't quite stand the test there, and all of a sudden he's ridden. Boulder Success and Filleule quickly assert, and they've now gone on. Ballycasey's 7 lengths back. Theatre Guide, having played his part, drops away. So Boulder Success on the turn for home has the grey mare Filleule snapping at his heels as they race towards 2 from the finish. Boulder Success, red and green. Filleule, the two-tone green jacket. Boulder Success has got a couple of lengths lead at the second last and jumps it well, but Filleule matches him with a good leap, but Boulder Success has still got 3 lengths to find. Filleule in second place at the moment is not closing. They've readily gone clear. Boulder Success down towards the last. The grey mare still with 3 lengths down. Boulder Success slightly into the bottom of it. Filleule landed running. Boulder Success 3 lengths. Filleule sticking her head down. Boulder Success is not stopping though, and she's only nibbling away at the advantage, and it's Boulder Success who gets his career right back on track and wins the Betfair Ascot Chase. Wayne Hutchinson delight as Filleule in second place, Ballycasey third, and Theatre Guide. Boulder Success got a break at the top of the straight. Filleule tried hard but could not get Boulder Success back. The horsehold entries in the Queen Mother and the Ryanair. And Wayne Hutchinson, who had to miss this ride earlier on in the season due to injury,